Alrighty. Let's see who pop up in here. Had some technical difficulties. I had to switch computers, all that good stuff. Let's see what happens. Yeah, no, I'm on. Let's see if I can get people up in here tonight. There we go. What's up, bro? How you? Had some technical difficulties. I know I had one scheduled, but I was trying to do it off this streaming app that I have, and it's just not. It's not doing the things I needed to do. Heard that. That's all we all doing is chilling. I'm talking about. Can't do too much more than that. Stay it out the way. Trying to make things happen the way we make things happen, because we grown ass men. I'm talking about. See how many more I can get up in here before we get it going. I'm saying, other than that, I'll just talk to you, bro. I don't mind it. I do not mind. Let's turn on some moderators. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yes, sir. And that is in there. There she is. First two moderators of the inception of the Basement Boys. I'm loving it, man. So what's up with you two, man? Well, you already told me that long as you good. You know what I'm saying? Y'all check out Rome video earlier? You know what I'm saying? The Rome video was I watched it. I watched the actual interview, and yeah, man, good nuggets, man. With some really good nuggets up in there. You know, Dak letting us know that the work that he's been doing this off season has got him fully prepared for the season, which is good. The fact that George Pickens is so far working out well, I'm not gonna be the boy to be like, oh, he a crash out. Man, look, you can tell when somebody love football. Dez love football. People called him a crash out. Nah, he loved football. Chris Carter loved football. He was definitely a crash out, but he loved football. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm not gonna sit here and call the ball a crash out, a YN, none of that. Because, come on, he deserved more respect than that. 24 years old. You know what I'm saying? You give a 24-year-old a couple $1 million, what you think they're gonna feel like? They're gonna feel like they them, and they're gonna do whatever they want. It's a young man's league now. Like, look at all the backlash Michael was getting when he had his podcast. Oh man, Mikey need to just be quiet. People gotta understand, man. It's the times. It's different now. You know what I'm saying? Even in college, they have the NIL deals. These dudes is already making money before they come into the league. So really, it's not about your money. They're really playing for it puts in mind that they're really playing for the love of the game. Heard that. I already know that for sure. You know what I'm saying? Like I was saying, man, it's a young man's league, man. It's different now. Like, these young bulls already got bread when they come out. Now, that's not saying that they don't deserve to get their money, because they deserve to get their money. You know what I'm saying? They ball hard. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's generational wealth. What they're getting in school is just to get them through school. You know what I'm saying? And letting them, hopefully, some of them are growing more into men and being more financially literate. You know what I'm saying? So they're preparing themselves, like these schools are preparing them, these NIL deals are preparing these young men to become grown men in the league. You know what I'm saying? Like, I already know what money looks like. I already know what money feels like. So let me try to invest it here. You know what I'm saying? Like, the way I'm looking at it. I'm like, yeah, man, like, I'm prepared, man. I'm prepared for the season. I'm prepared to see what happens. Like, I was on Lou's live stream, and he was talking about the old lineman and how Tyler Guyton has been putting in work on his own terms, which and not just bullshitting, you know what I'm saying, but actually putting in work. You saw some of the Jones, um, on what is that? The snippets of him working out with Tyron Smith, like that right there. Like if there's the biggest knock I could put on the Cowboys is letting go of Tyron Smith when you drafted Tyler Guyton, because if you really wanted him to flourish year one, keeping Tyron Smith will do that. You know what I'm saying? He'll be learning from the OG, you know what I'm saying, and learning from him early instead of learning from him now. You know what I'm saying? All the work he put in with Duke Manyweather, it spoke volumes. It was encouraging when he first got drafted. And it was encouraging to see him say, skip the celebration. Like, I get this night to celebrate. Cool. I'm a draftee. Cool. Awesome. Tomorrow I got to go get to work. That's encouraging. That shows that the young man actually wants to be great. You know what I'm saying? And, a lot of these young bulls, again, you know what I'm saying? Like, they went from playing college ball. Everybody playing college ball wants to go to the league. Unfortunately, not everybody playing college ball is going to be able to go to the league. You know what I'm saying? So the ones that are able to go to the leagues, the ones that do get drafted, you know what I'm saying? You got to remember, these kids are coming out of high school, 2 years, 3 years in college. You know what I'm saying? For the most part, you've seen a lot of four-year guys. You know what I'm saying? So, no. Go ahead, baby doll. Speak your mind. Speak your mind, sweetheart. Speak your mind. Um, what was I saying? I was saying about Tyler Guyton and some of these players coming into college. They're coming out of college like they're young men. So like it's like you're giving them keys to the candy store, and to them it's like there's no repercussion if you fuck up, because now you're in the NFL. No, it don't work that way. So you do have some guys who are more mature. Like, I kind of like the mature group coming out. You know what I'm saying? We had a few stints of a mature group coming out. Were they all NFL ready? The ones that we picked, the ones that we definitely missed on, the Luke Schoonmakers, some would say Mozzie Smith. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think we missed out on Mozzie Smith. I just think Mozzie Smith needs consistency and continuity. Um, the Tyler Guyton shit, we hit on Tyler Smith. Obviously, a hit on BB. We'll wait to see what year two looks like. You know what I'm saying? We got Deron Bland in the fifth. You know what I'm saying? And now he's 14 interceptions deep, six, and he broke the record for pick sixes, which is very, very hard to do. You know what I'm saying? So, like, at this point, I'm just looking forward to seeing the growth of each of our players. I want to see the growth of everybody involved in the Cowboys, even Dak Prescott. Some may say, when Shotty came out and said, when they asked how he felt about Joe Milton, and he purposely inserted Dak into the conversation, saying, "Yeah, we're tweaking some things with Dak too, something towards his development," and people scoffed at it like, development. He's a 9-year quarterback. If you're not developing even in 9 years, you're not getting better. You're not. I'm sorry. Like, even with okay, so say with this platform, right? I'm learning subtle things every day. I do it. I'm learning subtle things. I'm 43 years old. I'm just starting. I'm just starting in this arena. I've always talked football. I've always had an opinion. I'm just starting in this arena. So to think that even when I get to the point, you know what I'm saying, even when I get to the point where I'm proficient, I still haven't learned everything. You know what I'm saying? Funny, right? You hear some people say it's like a running joke between old people. Oh, I'll die when I see everything. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like that certain thing you see. It's like, oh, wow, I saw everything. Then you can go, yeah, well, these quarterbacks have not seen everything, Because if they did, they would be successful year in, year out. It's just that simple. Too many talk down on TG, forgetting he only been here for 1 year. Here's the bad part, Sadiqa. They talk down on TG knowing that he only played 8 games in college as a right tackle. Only to come to the NFL and switch to a left tackle. We give up our All-Pro Hall of Fame a left tackle to send him to the Jets. So now our new left tackle, who was a right tackle, who only has 8 games of college experience, comes into the league and holds his own for the most part in the first few games. But then it was like a snowball effect, and it wasn't just Tyler Guyton. It was the entire line. Zach Martin wasn't his best helm. Terrence Steele wasn't his best helm. Low hanging fruit. They just love to punch on the low guy. Oh well, our left tackle, he stinks. Let's give up on him. Give up on him for what? Did we give up on Zach Martin? No. I mean, granted, he was a beast when he entered. Tyron Smith was a beast when he entered. Travis Frederick was a beast. You don't get those every day. If you're gonna draft a young inexperienced left tackle to take over for your abundantly experienced left tackle who's an All-Pro Hall of Famer and think that he's going to be him, you're kidding yourself. You'll never see another Aaron Donald. The closest thing to Fletcher Cox we've seen thus far is Jalen Carter. It's going to be hard to find a Tyron Smith or anything close to that. It's going to be hard to find a Zach Martin or anything close to that. Let's be honest. He stayed a year too long. I think Tyron also stayed a year too long. It would have been nice if he stayed just to coach up the young man. But what's good, bro? How you, bro? Like low hanging fruit, man. Like, is it fair to punch on Andrew Booth for what happened to him? Now, granted, he has NFL experience. He was in Minnesota, but to come here, game one against the Giants, first play, and you get toasted by Malik Neighbors? Yeah, no, we got and not just that one play for the rest of the game. So much so that we had to bench you for Amano or Awaria. No, Sadiqa, don't do that, baby doll. I want to hear what you got to say. That's why I do this. I want to interact with y'all. If you got a gripe, say that shit. Like, I ain't afraid to say it. Don't worry. At some point in my journey, at some point, I'm going to meet everybody that I shout out. Everybody. I'm going to meet the people who probably don't have my best interest at heart. I want to meet them face to face, and I'm going to stand on everything I've said or I'm going to say. And that's what I want from my viewers. I want y'all to stand on that shit. Like, fuck that. We grown around here. I'm slipping up. I ain't getting myself a beverage. Give me a hot second. I know, it's different, right? Different type of podcast. But yeah, man, like when you think about it, they're going to come at the rookies because the rookies are going to take the hardest hit. The rookies are always going to take the hardest hit because they have to, especially the ones that you're trying to plug and play. When you're trying to plug and play a rookie who probably doesn't, no, ain't no probable, who doesn't have the experience that a 10-year, 12-year, 13-year veteran does, expect problems. If you think Tyler Book is going to come here and just set the tone immediately, don't think that. Don't think it, because he's going to run into a wall. Every rookie does. If you don't, you're special. You know what I'm saying? Am I praying on Tyler Booker's downfall? No. I want him to come out going crazy. I would love that as a rookie. I would love that. But let's be honest. Let's be honest with ourselves. Is it really going to happen? You know what I'm saying? Do we really expect that to happen? You know what I mean? Exactly. And that's another thing. You got the lucky ones who came up and good suburban areas, and they went to the best schools, and they had the best opportunities. You know what I'm saying? White, black, or indifferent, it doesn't matter. Color does not matter. Okay. But then you got these dudes that's coming from the hood. Oh, I got you, bro. Don't you worry about that. You definitely get a mizah. Y'all day ones around here. Y'all deserve nothing but the best around me. There you go. Mind it up. You know what I'm saying? And Pigeon fans come in here, they get disrespectful. Handle your business. Don't worry. I'll probably beat you to it. I am CFT's #1 security. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's when you're looking at these kids that are coming, who are impoverished, who this game or any sport is all or nothing. I'm not going back to the hood. I'm not going to be a statistic. I'm not going to go to jail. I'm not, again, black, white, or indifferent. Doesn't matter. It does not matter. Color has no barrier here. You know what I'm saying? We know he's gonna get to Angie. How are you, sweetheart? We know he's gonna get talked about. That comes with the territory. He's Tyler Booker. He said what he said at the on draft night. You know what I'm saying? You're a cowboy. Expectations are put on you from the RISNet. They on you from the rep. It don't matter. So yeah, you know he's gonna get talked about. Just like Tyler Guyton Tyler Guyton got talked about. You know what I'm saying? Well, yeah, man. When you're dealing with these impoverished youth, right? And they're it's literally it's literally all or nothing for these kids. And they are the few who make it. You know what I'm saying? Because remember, over the past couple of years, indeed, darling, indeed, over the past couple of years, we've seen some of the top prospects. Who was the kid last year who unfortunately, took his own? You know what I'm saying? Like that kid last year, he was projected in the first round. He was projected in the first round. And some people are mentally stronger than others. You know what I'm saying? And even when it comes to the regular guys, you know what I'm saying? Like they'll probably get in trouble. Jalen Carter. Jalen Carter was being stupid one night, went racing, and his homie got killed. You know what I'm saying? Like who was in the other car. You know what I'm saying? And he just started off. It's stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes these kids who don't have the guidance that they should, you know what I'm saying, in their journey, and they make it here, you know what I'm saying, it's all a testament to them as a person. Same thing for the dudes who come up in nice neighborhoods and go to the best schools and everything's cool, no gang violence and nothing like that. Hey, look, you made it, you put in the work. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, for the more impoverished, they have to work harder because it's not just the game that they have to work harder at. They have to work harder at life. You know what I'm saying? It's not handed to anybody. We all got to work for it. You know what I'm saying? But for them to get to that 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 status, that stage in life, playing for the NFL. The thing almost all kids dream about, you know what I'm saying, being a professional sports player, you know what I'm saying, for them to defy the odds and get to that point, it's a testament to them. You know what I'm saying? But we also have to understand that we are all given a choice as well. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to admonish anybody who gets to this point, screws up, and then they use the oh well, I didn't have a good upbringing. My man, you got to this point without doing anything stupid. You got to this point without doing anything stupid. You're in a position where you can have generational wealth for you and your family to literally change lives, make better decisions. That's the Cavante Turpins. That's the anybody out there. You know what I'm saying? No, Mozzie was not that bad. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. The biggest issue with Mozzie was his get off. That's it. His get off. Sometimes he got double teamed. It depends on who we're playing. You gotta understand, right? There was a spotlight on the Cowboys. The spotlight was we know what they can't do. We know exactly what they can't do. So since we know what they can't do, we'll enhance the fact that they can't do it. And we'll beat the shit out of them. Last season, one of our main issues was stopping the run. Guess what they did? Doubled down, chip blocked, ran. If you want to slow Micah Parsons down, send a chip his way and run straight at him. That's how you slow Micah Parsons down. If you want to slow Mozzie Smith down from disrupting the center of your offensive line, double him and then pin and pull. Double him up at the line, right off the contact, and then pin and pull. As soon as he beats one, he can't because there's a third one coming right behind the chip. You know what I'm saying? Like, they understood how to beat us because of the lack of conviction that our defensive coach had and our offensive head coach had. You know what I'm saying? When you lack conviction, you're doomed to fail. Does that make sense? When you lack conviction, you're doomed to fail. You have to be convicted in almost anything that you do, or you will fail. It's just that simple. It's just that simple. Let me see. Wide receivers. No, we already touched on wide receivers. Let's go to the cornerbacks. Let's talk about some cornerbacks. How do y'all feel about Kyer Elam? Me personally, I have no issue with Kyer Elam. I'm of the belief that sometimes players just need Of course they do. Of course they do. They only speak on the things. They only speak on the negative. They don't ever talk on the positive. They don't ever talk on the positive. Ever. Oh, well, Dak can't win a playoff game, but Dak beats the shit out of almost every division in the NFL. There's a couple of teams that Dak has issues with. And honestly, I don't think he has issues with them either. Again, I think it was lack of conviction in your play calling. There was easier ways to beat these teams, and we fucked it up. Definitely excited about Rocco. Definitely excited about Rocco. I want to see what Savon Rebel is going to be like coming into the league. I know he's coming off of the injury and all this, but I don't think that matters. This kid has a hunger about him. And I'm eager to see it. I am definitely eager to see it. How unsure exactly, Angie? How unsure? I'm not too unsure about the kid. I think he was a projected second round pick. I think he was a projected second round pick. Let me see. Florida. First round, 23rd pick. He was a 23rd pick. He was a 23rd pick in the first round. You can't go that high and not be good. I like to think that he has something. I just think maybe I'm of the mindset sometimes a spot isn't a spot for you. I'm of the mind sometimes like you got to remember these kids don't get to decide where they go. Some of these kids are fans of Arizona, but then they end up playing in Jacksonville. They're fans of Jacksonville, but then they end up playing in Green Bay. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy. I don't know. I agree. I agree. You got to see him on the field. I mean, all right. So I'll say this about Elam. He got drafted. He got drafted in 21. He was at Buffalo from 2002 to 2004, and now he's here. Right. Second team All SEC in 2020, All Freshman SEC, career NFL stats, 81 total tackles, one fumble recovery, five pass deflections, two interceptions. He did not play. He played in all 13 of the Gators games. Give me a second here. Yeah. Buffalo Bills. Mhm. 4 years, 13 million, fully guaranteed. Week 1 against the Los Angeles Rams, he recorded his first professional interception off Kenny Pickett. In week 5, it's 33 in Pittsburgh. Okay. All right. He didn't really have a bad showing. I mean, they just moved off of him. I don't understand why. I don't understand why they moved off of the young man. Drafted him. You can be a number 1 and still, you can be Jamarcus Russell, 100%. You can be Jamarcus Russell. You can be Matt Leinart. Yeah, you can be any of those guys. You know what I'm saying? All right. So when I speak of like the rounds they've been drafted in, I'm just going to put this in perspective. When I speak of the rounds that they were drafted in, it's all projection. It's all speculation. Hey, he has the best stats in his conference. I think he's going to be good. Think. Keyword think. We just it's all speculation. It's just like, yeah, he's going to be good, but how good will he be? You know what I'm saying? First rounders, most first rounders don't fare well, because the first rounders are going again where they don't want to be, and it's probably like systems and all that. Yeah, he has a lot of potential to be good. Remember, he's only like 23, 24. He's a young boy. He's a young boy. Um, just because they're projected in a spot doesn't necessarily mean they're going to be good. You're 100% right, Sadiqa. But again, they can't choose where they go. They're just happy to be in the NFL. The bad part is when they get into the NFL, now they have to understand there's a pecking order and there's scheme. Do you fit said scheme? I don't know. I like the dude they got down there, Coker. They got a dude down there, Coker. And that's the thing. It's Carolina. Carolina's not a good organization. It's not. I think Tetero and McMillan would have flourished in a place maybe like Arizona, the Rams. Seattle. I think he would have flourished over there. But some of these teams are having fire sheriff sales and all that. So, like, I'm gonna tell you what Vach says. Vach says these motherfuckers don't know how to draft. they don't know. No team knows how to. Everybody says, well, the Cowboys draft. Don't nobody know how to draft. Don't nobody know how to draft, because if they knew how to draft, then everybody would win the Super Bowl. Unfortunately, everybody ain't winning the Super Bowl. There's only one team at the end of the year that gets to hoist the Lombardi. Yeah, that hurt my feelings. That hurt my feelings. That one right there. That one right there. That one right there. College career, but just can't cut it in the NFL for what exactly. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, that Andrew McCuba John, that stung, man. That stung, right? I was like, oh, yeah, I got Andrew McCuba. Hopefully, this fucking Dick Fangio. Hopefully, he won't get to see the field week 1. Even if you see the field, hold on. Let me retract that. What the fuck about no? He an Eagle now. Eagle now. His uncle probably did what Donovan Ezaraku uncle did. Cleared out their man cave and put up some other shit. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That Angie is a question for me. If there's any question on this team, I have a question at safety. Not if we get one. You know what I'm saying? Not if we get one. Who should play? I am a firm believer in Y.A. Thomas and Marquise Bell. I am a firm believer in both of them. Donovan Wilson cannot cover. Malik Hooker's he's rounding the top. I say Wilson only because he's got done dirty so many times. George Kittle owns that man. In fact, Sam Laporta owns that man. Like, I don't think there's a tight end unless Donovan Wilson is coming downhill. I don't want him on the field. If Donovan Wilson is not coming downhill, if he's got to play in coverage, I don't want him on the field. And that's the caveat. That's the caveat. The man hits. Like, did you see it? Did you see what he did to Mike Evans last season? He crumbled that man. Dog. Him and Brandy Mahoney, how are you? I'm glad to see you. You know what? Fuck it. You get a mod too. Hey, everybody gets mods around here. That's what we do. Day ones, they get mods. Say, Brandy, you're a fine girl. Sorry. Oh man. Yeah, man. I'm just when it comes to those safeties, man, right? Because for all the good Donovan can do with playing the gaps, helping with the run, even blitzing the quarterback, for all the good he equally fucks you in the coverage. Oh, stop. Yeah, I don't want to get you in trouble. No singing. And yeah, I'm still trying to work out the nerves. Oh no. I said day ones. This string of people that have the mods have been here day one, or we speak every time we're on someone else's live feed. Other than that, if I don't recognize your name, you ain't getting one. And then since Sadiqa has a problem with everybody getting mods, Sadiqa, you get to choose. If they're worth it, they get one. But the ones I have here, those are my mods. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I really do. I've been rocking since I was just talking shit. Oh, she in here. Brady Mahoney in here. Yeah, she here. Oh, man. I appreciate y'all being here, man. We ain't really doing nothing, just talking a bunch of shit. I ain't really doing nothing. I ain't really got much to say tonight. I'm just going off the cuff. It's a quiet night. Everybody chilling. Come out. I think this coaching staff is going to be the X factor. It's not just about the players that we have, the players that we're getting back, and the players yet to come. I think this coaching staff really will be the X factor. I like Eberflus. Yes, indeed. A couple of weeks until camp. couple of weeks until camp. I like Eberflus. I like what he's been able to do within his time in the NFL. I do. Unlike Shoddy, he's had the opportunity to be a head coach. Wasn't very good at it. I do like him better as a coordinator because it's like now he could be more hands-on. There hasn't been a stop. Eberflus hasn't been where his defense wasn't top 10. Indy, Chicago, even in Dallas, his first stint in Dallas, we had like a top 10, top 10, top 15 defense. So I'm excited to see what happens now. What's really intriguing to me is White Cotton. I like his energy. I saw. I'm pretty sure y'all saw the joint where he was telling him like motherfucker was bitching about the bag. He said, "Man, don't worry about the bag. If you a G, you won't win anyway." I like that. Tell me about it. True. A lot of people are better. I mean, look at Robert Saleh. Unfortunately, it was the Jets, but I mean, he didn't really have a bad stint with the Jets though. Like he really his play sucked. He's a defensive head coach, and like his team play sucked. Like it did, and unfortunately, everybody he played was better than him. You know what I'm saying? If you ask me, I think his last year was sabotage. Listen, that CD Pickens. I'm looking at when I see CD and Pickens, I see Jefferson Addison, a better version of it. Make no mistake about it. True, and again, that goes back to your point. He was a defensive coordinator for the Niners. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Listen, and the beauty of it is with this wide receiver 3 by committee, that means there's so many different types. Like you probably might have the same body type, but you won't have the same skill set. You know what I'm saying? There's only one George Pickens. There's only one CD Lamb. Understand that. Okay. Mingo is more looked at as if he's your George Pickens archetype. And Tolbert is more looked at as if he's your CD Lamb archetype. You know what I'm saying? Any of those two guys playing the third quarter is going to eat. Tight ends are going to eat. Running backs are going to eat. Unfortunately, Mingo, look, listen. What we saw from Mingo was just that wasn't even close. That was the base of the iceberg. You know what I'm saying? Again, players needing to go elsewhere to find themselves. Jonathan Mingo's only like 24, I think. Like 24, 25, something like that. Like these kids, unfortunately, you don't choose where you go. That's just how it works. You just don't choose where you go. And when you can't choose where you go, you're at the mercy of the court at that point. I need a charger. Give me 1 second. Like you're at the mercy of the court at that point when you can't. All righty, should be good. Sorry about that. Slacking on my pimping today. Ferg is going to eat. Ferg is going to eat. You can rest assured of that. There's going to be no bones made about it. Ferg is going to eat like Ferg should have been eating last season. Unfortunately, that goes down and everything else crumbles. The back that I think will surprise us the most is Phil Maffa. I think he's going to come in with a ferocity that we haven't seen since probably DeMarco Murray. You know what I'm saying? Mingo was very good in college. He was. Unfortunately, when you're told to go to Carolina, yeah, that's sort of like the new Cleveland, where quarterbacks go to die. I don't know. Yes, I think next year is his contract year. Oh, definitely. I mean, he hasn't been getting talked about. Just because you're not getting talked about, don't mean you ain't doing nothing good. I think we have 5 backs, 6 backs on our roster, including Deuce Vaughn and Hunter Lipke. Right? We've heard Hunter Lipke 1,001 times. We've heard Deuce Vaughn. We've heard Miles Sanders. We've heard Javonte Williams. Some of Jadon Blue. Haven't heard much from Phil Maffa, right? There's a reason why we're not hearing much from Phil Maffa. I think this is some gamesmanship on their point. Oh well, Phil Maffa and Javonte Williams probably fit the same mold. I don't think so. Jadon Blue and Miles Sanders probably fit the same mold. I don't think so. Do I think we're going to go with we're gonna start our rookies? No, you're going to see a lot of them in the preseason. You're going to see a lot of them in the preseason. I think we're going to be oversaturated with run game in the preseason, which is good because that's how we'll get a clearer picture. You know what I'm saying? A clear picture of who RB1, RB2, RB3 by committee will be. It sounds like they want him to be the guy. Will he? I don't know. 2 years coming off the injury could be good, could be bad. I mean, everything again. We're what 2 weeks? 2 weeks away from like a week and a half, or 2 weeks away from training camp. Everything we're talking about at this point is purely speculation. Everything. Oh yeah, definitely. I would like to see Dak play at least 6 total series in the preseason. 2 series a game. I'm cool with it. Ferg is probably gonna have like an 800-yard year. I think he's gonna have like an 800-yard year. David Martinez. Yeah, listen. I wanted him. Definitely wanted Martinez. If we'd have got Martinez, who do I think will be RB1? If I was to project it right now, it'll be Miles Sanders. I'm going to project it right now. Yeah, it'll be Miles Sanders because there's a hopium with Miles Sanders. Can he be Miles Sanders 2022 with Philadelphia? That's what they want. Miles Sanders 2022. That's what they're hoping for. They're hoping for that because, oh yeah, definitely. Tyler Smith is he's the old dog now. He's him. He's him right now. So I wouldn't put it past anybody to say Tyler Smith ain't working with all of them. You know what I'm saying? I think Tyler Smith probably puts them all in the blender. Like we're gonna work. So I mean, sort of like how Dak got the skill players. Listen, come to the yard. We got work to do. Like you know what I'm saying, and that's the one thing I love about Dak. He's always willing to work. His work ethic is bar none. Because you don't get a chance. It's speculation. We don't know. I hope so. Because I mean, dude's got something to him. Deuce got something to him, but Deuce ain't got the size to him. That's the issue. That's the only issue. And if he's used properly, we can use that size to our advantage. But with Mike McCarthy, we couldn't do that. Unfortunately, we couldn't do it. RB1. Jesus Christ. Yeah, Miles. I'll see Miles Sanders. I'll see Miles Sanders with a Javonte Williams spell. And I'm just projecting this. By week 6, that's going to change. I think that's going to change. That's going to change to probably Miles Sanders and Jadon Blue. I think by the trade deadline, Miles Sanders or Javonte Williams will be gone. True. Okay. Would you be okay with one running back getting 1,200 yards, or 4 running backs getting 2,400 yards, which means that's 600 yards a running back? Listen, I was standing on the table for Rico. Listen, me and Rome saw different. Me and Rome definitely saw different. I was standing on the table for Rico. I was standing on the table. Listen, if they'd have started, I don't mind 2,400 either. I don't. I don't. Whether it be 2 running backs getting 1,200 or 4 running backs getting 600, that's still production. But yeah, Rico, I was standing on the table for him. I was standing on the table for him. Oh, I believe that too. I mean, some people will say, "Oh no, the running back makes the old line." If that were true, then Saquon would have did those same numbers in New York. He didn't. Well, I mean, the dread thing, that was nasty work. That was foul work. that was nasty work. But I was standing on the table for him. I was standing on. I love his run style. It's a Marion Barbarian run style. Just let's go eat, hit these things in the mouth. Like, I love this run style. The problem was he had 1,000 yards, and he only had 200 to over 200 carries. Over 200 carries, like 260, like 260 carries for 1,000. Him and Tony Pollard had the same exact numbers. The same exact numbers. Running the ball and stopping the run. Here's how you stop the run. Force everything up the middle. I am fine if they get 3-4 yards. I'm fine with that. But you're putting a hit to them. I am not okay with them getting 10, 15, 20 yards off the edges. I am not okay with that. I'd rather a slow death than a quick one. I'm sorry. Keep poking at me. Like, I'd rather a slow death. Contain me at, that's the thing right there. And that was our biggest problem. We were getting murdered on the edges all year last year. It didn't matter who we played. I say Bucky Irvin failed in the attempts because Deron Bland was back. I think that's when we lost Demo. I think we lost him like the game before. You know what I'm saying? But Micah was back. Like, the line was playing like the line. They say, don't bring that up. That was a bad one. Yo, that was a bad one. What Alvin Kamara did to us, man, that was a bad one, bro. That was a bad one, mama. That was a bad one. That one, and I mean, the fact that we couldn't get the stop on 4th down tells me that we did a pretty good job in the Ravens game. We could have beat them. If we had to have stopped them, we would have gotten into field goal range, and then Alien Aubrey. You know what I'm saying? All right. Oh, that was horrible. The Saints. Ugh. We got ran on like crazy last year, and I'm hoping to see something different this year. I'm hoping to see something different this year. I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna be. I'm not gonna be the fan that says, "Oh yeah, we're going to the Super Bowl." Not doing it. I will be the fan to say we ain't going to be 7-10. Why don't we run the 3-4 scheme? We didn't have the personnel for a 3-4 scheme. Now it's looking like we do, because we have edge rushers that look more like linebackers that played like edge rushers. You know, you the Marshawn Nealons, the Donovan Ezerakus. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, we can't. It's a part of our history now. I mean, look, listen. It's not like what was that, 2012? I think we were like 3-12. Bro, we had some rough years. I want to be honest with you. 7-10 looks glorious compared to when Quincy Carter was our quarterback. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna push back on that road. Just one hot second, my guy. One hot second, my guy. DT isn't the soft spot. The edges were the soft spot. The DTs actually only gave up like 4 or 5 yards of carry. The edges is where we got destroyed. We got destroyed on the edges. Saquon Barkley, edge work. Alvin Kamara, all edge work. All edge work. Pinning and pulling. That's all that was. Just all edge work. The corners decided they didn't want to hit. You know what I'm saying? Like slamming Sam Williams. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't even there. And that's another thing. We got ran on like that. Yes, indeed, including Micah. The best way to slow Micah down is to run at him. It's the best way, or at least that's the way the NFL sees it, because that's what's been happening. But like when you got to understand, we didn't have we were running out there starting backups. We didn't have DeMarcus Lawrence for 13 games. And the Saints game was one of the games we got punched on, and he was there. So it didn't even matter who we had on the field. Honestly, we didn't have the Mariano Overshown at the start of the season. And if you noticed, the run defense improved slightly. It didn't improve a whole big, huge amount. Oh yeah, and yeah, of course, having Sam Williams now, yeah, it definitely makes a world of difference. We were running out there with Chauncey Golston. We were running out there with Carl Lawson. You know what I'm saying? We were running out there with dudes that we haven't seen play in a couple. You know what I'm saying? Like, and Carl Lawson was good. Carl Lawson was good. I like Carl Lawson. I kind of want him back. Give me some more depth. I think Rebel will return. I think Rebel will come back first, because he tore his ACL, MCL in September last year. Diggs tore his closer to, Diggs didn't fully recover from his, and he went back out closer to the end of the season. What? For what? Oh yeah, that shit. He still got to serve on one. Come on. Damn it, Angie. You are on to something. Okay, this is something I've been saying for the longest. Even with Rico, they did not attack the edges. Everything was inside zone. in between the guard and the tackle, in between the guard and the center. That's where everything went. Mike McCarthy's offense was so stale and stagnant. We were playing the Eagles the first game. They ran Rico on a dive twice. Zach Bond stopped him twice. Zach Bond then said, "Stop running that dumbass play." I even said, "Why are you running that play again?" Like, what? None. 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 No creativity. Nothing. Nothing. Everybody knew what we were doing. There was an easy way to beat us. Ooh, you don't got to stack the box. Why would we do that? Y'all can't combo block. Go get them straight through the seams. Like, go get them straight through the gaps. We were the least blitzed team last year until Rico started going. But we were the least blitzed team. Right into a brick wall. Brick wall ain't the fucking word, man. Like a bunch of Mack trucks doing 50 coming at you. Like, that's just dumb. Like, but yet everybody wants to blame the quarterback. Everybody wants to blame Dak. Like, what? What? How? Explain to me how you have a quarterback who only has one really, really good receiver and then a bunch of and then you say, "Hey, we're not going to really run the ball. We're just going to let you do it." You know what I'm saying? Because you heard what Jerry said. We go as far as you take us. You know what I'm saying? That Texas toast offense, because that's what the fuck it was. That was a Texas toast offense right there. Yeah, we did luck up. We did luck up. We did. And we lucked up by having certain players on our defense who ain't about giving up, who ain't about laying down. And that's what I respect. The burnt toast, man, listen, charbroiled, like crazy. Like, you got to respect this team, man. You got to respect this team because even when they had nothing to lose anymore, like they said, "Nah, fuck that." You remember when Washington was begging for us and we beat them with Cooper Rush? Then we almost beat them again. Cavante Turpin was stupid that game. Do you blame Wanye Thomas for running that back for a score? I don't. I tell you. I tell you. Mozzie's not the issue. I like to see Osa flourish this season. I'm really interested in seeing what Jay Toia and Tommy Akingbasotay can bring to the table. He didn't. Look at who he hired. Who the fuck is Jeff Blasco? That dude don't know nothing about running backs. He was a tight ends coach. Like, come on, bro. Jeff Blasco, Mike Solari. Ugh. Yeah, listen. I saw the writing on the wall. I saw the writing on the wall. When they decided to pay Dak late, I was like, yeah, Mike don't give a fuck no more. Like, rhythm ain't the word. We didn't even know nothing about a two-step. Like, we didn't know shit about a two-step. It was a bad time. It was a bad time. Well, we're on to 2025. I'm just waiting to see what these guys can do, man. Oh, let's talk about the discipline aspect. And that's one thing I like about having Clay Adams. You know what I'm saying? He had a very good offensive line in Arizona, and they were disciplined. They were a disciplined bunch. So I'm hoping he can bring that same aspect here. I don't know what it's gonna look like. It's not gonna be like what I like about him is his honesty when they asked, "Oh well, what kind of run scheme?" It was like, "Well, we're not going to do something we can't do because every unit does something different that they're really good at, and sometimes if you're not good at it, don't fucking do it." Hey, no, we're not good at that. Let's not do that. Let's do this because he can really do that, and he can actually really do that. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how you handle it. True indeed. True indeed. Jay from UCLA gonna be on the practice squad. Oh no. I don't agree. I don't agree. I don't. He is more NFL ready than Mozzie was. Just by sheer size alone. But look at the pedigree. He went to UCLA. Okay? Jay Thawia. He's talking about Jay Thawia is going to be on the practice squad. I can't. No, I can't sign that. Well, I like you. You're a good man, but I can't do that. I can't sign that. I can't sign that. I cannot sign that one. I'm sorry. You'll see Solomon Thomas on the practice squad before you see Jay Thawia on the side on the practice squad. And I happen to like Solomon Thomas. I'm eager to see what he's got. Him and Peyton Turner. Those are two huge men. I want to see what they can do. I want to see if it was just the place, the team they were with, the scheme they were in. I'm not gonna look at his thighs. Like, I'll tell you this: his arms are bigger than mine. Okay, and I'm 273. Like that dude is a house. Him and Osa fucking retarded. Like, come on, y'all win whatever competition you're in. You win. Like, you win. I don't want no problems. How do we feel about another move that might be on the way? That might be on the way. We don't know yet. We're a week and a half, 2 weeks away from training camp. We know at some point they're going to sign Micah. I hear everybody keep saying, well, get another running back, get another corner, get a DT. Me personally, I would love to sign Gilly. I think he will too. I like Spanford. All right, a 7th-round DT probably hasn't, but things change. Like anything can happen. Like maybe this kid, like most 7th-round guys don't work out in the NFL because they don't get the pecking order. Pecking order. Okay? Pecking order. You don't choose where you go. You know what I'm saying? Do you think when say the Chiefs, right? Say the Chiefs next year go out and draft a quarterback. Do you think it's really going to take Patrick Mahomes' job? And me personally, I'm of the mindset, I don't think where you're drafted tells the story of who you are. If that was the case, then we would have been looking at Deron Bland differently, right? Oh man, Jordan Lewis goes down. We got this young bull 5th-round pick coming in. Like he's a 5th-round pick. And then 14 interceptions, 6 pick sixes later. I mean, you know. Yeah, I agree. Gilly probably won't be considered until after camp, until after preseason game 1. Not that I know of, but I'm going to be honest with you, Angie. I am not a fan of either one of those guys coming. One, Amari coming back. 2, Keenan Allen. Period. I'm sorry. and then J. Lou puts out a tweet saying, "Yeah, God wanted me to come here." I'm like, okay, like that's God. That's on God. Heard that? Like, true. We don't. We got Pickens. No. We need everything we got. I want to be honest with you, because you already know NFL means not for long. Motherfuckers can tear a bicep getting out of bed. Like, no. We need everybody. What we need is for everybody under. What's going on, JVB boy? How you, bro? What we need is everybody that's under these dudes to step it up. So every time one of these guys is off the field, taking a break or whatever, it's seamless. You know what I'm saying? What do I think of Joe Milton? I don't know too much about Joe Milton. I've been trying to watch some film on him. He's if you're looking with the eyes, oh, wonderful arm, prototypical body. You know what I'm saying? I haven't really watched any of his game film yet. I understand stuff in Tennessee was, probably not NFL level things. Yeah, he had that one game with the Bills, but that's a small sample size. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's not really much you can tell about a guy. Now, when the pads come preseason, I'll be looking for fireworks. I'm going to tell you now. I heard that. I'm glad you got home safe, my guy. He's very good at doing backflips. Yeah, I agree. I agree. He's very good. He's got a cannon. A lot of people would compare him to, your Anthony Richardsons and your Lamar Jacksons as far as arm power is concerned. You know what I'm saying? Because those three guys got arms. They got rockets. They got cannons. I'm of the mindset I'm not going to give a take on them until that's because, and honestly, that's because of George Pickens. But I'm not really going to get a good take on him until I see what he looks like on game day. 80+ yards for whatever that's worth. He can throw an orange. I remember when I was able to throw something like 75 yards. It was beautiful. But I'm the quarterback. I'm a wide receiver turned into a defensive end. No, not at all. You're being messy. You're being very messy. Not at all. I'm sorry. Yeah, bye, Brooks. It was fun while it lasted. Oh, yeah, no. Brooks will never flash to me, ever. Oh, I say he needs one too. You know what I'm saying? These are my, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm rocking with these young men since the dawn of time, since I started on this joint. Goddamn Jalen's. What about Flournoy? I like Flournoy because he showed me that he can be a really good possession receiver. Good. And again, that's why when we talk about wide receivers, you guys and me, when we talk about wide receivers, I always say wide receiver 3 by committee. You know what I'm saying? Because with that wide receiver 3 by committee, that means you have the options. You have the options for he already got it. He got it, mama. He got it, Sadiqa. Yeah, you already know. You have the option with Tolbert, Mingo, Turpin, Flournoy. You have that option. Somebody goes down, something like that. You still have that option. You know what I'm saying? And I think you'll see a lot of you got it, bro. You'll see a lot of movement. You know what I'm saying? You'll see a lot of that movement during the preseason when CD isn't playing. when Pickens isn't playing. You're going to see that movement within the preseason. So we're going to get a good chance to see what these guys look like. Even the Moreno Croppers and the Josh Kellys and the Trayshawn Holdens. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people are really looking forward to seeing what Trayshawn Holden has. But quiet as kept, I think it's Josh Kelly that's going to make more of an impact than Trayshawn Holden. Just saying. How Shotty will react when the team is behind in the game because McCarthy wouldn't rally the guy. I'm going to be honest with you, Angie. This is what I like about this space. We can have this conversation. If you go back and look at Shotty's history, he always was one of those guys who was in your face. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, button up. We got work to do. Button up. Like, he did it with Russ. He did it with, dare I say, Mark Sanchez. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's had successful seasons as an OC. You know what I'm saying? He's had successful seasons. Oh, definitely. For all of them for just 1/4? For just 1/4. Or all of them for a fourth individually. Because I'm definitely down with that. That's 3/4 we get next year. Cool, I'll take it. Hey, I'll give you this one for a fourth. I'll give you that one for a fourth. I got another Jalen if you want. I love you too, darling. One of my favorites. Let's put some hearts up in the chat. Let's put some hearts up in the chat for Sadika. Y'all make this worth it, man. All right, you know what? I'm gonna try something, man. I want to try something. I don't know if I like this, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna put my cash app in the joint, man. Sadiqa yelled at me the other day, so I have to do this at least once. There's my cash app. I don't know how to do no link or nothing like that, but there's the cash app. If y'all feel like it, y'all can. I don't really care. You know what I'm saying? I just like being on here. I like being able to do something. Thank you, Angie. You don't really have to. I mean, but I appreciate y'all. I really do. I do what I can, darling. I mean, I'm just here to, give the best takes I can give, man. Like have discord if there's discord, have dialogue where there's room for dialogue. I mean, we grown. We grown. We ain't, it ain't got to be Cowboys fans at each other's throats. I mean, somebody talking down on another player when all these dudes are here to do the same job. You know what I'm saying? We want the entire team to flourish. You know what I'm saying? By allowing the entire team to flourish, man, like, you'll get to where you want to be. Damn. Braves just got smoked 10-0. That's horrible. I can't even look at ESPN right now. Like, that's sick. But yeah, I'm eager to see what type of punishment um, or reprimand Shotty is going to hand down to Turpin. Badly, badly, 10-0 to the Athletics. Angie, I appreciate you, darling. I appreciate your support. Y'all too much, man. That's what I'm waiting to see. I want to see what type of punishment is going to be handed down, because that is going to tell the story. that is going to tell the story of the legacy of Shotty. I appreciate you, darling. I really do. And once that happens, we'll know that Shotty means business, because the way he was talking in his press conference, I mean, when he first moved everybody. All right, Angie, I want you to have a good night, darling. Get some sleep. When the way he was talking during the press conference, like, yeah, I made these guys get up and move. Like, no, I agree, bro. I agree. If I was to hand out any punishment, probably like, all right, this is where the rubber meets the road. We have to. I want you to do better, and this is how we're going to do better. I want to sit you down for this game, and we'll see what happens after that. I appreciate you, Sadiq. I really do. You don't have to, darling, but I appreciate it. Like, you gotta accountability has to be had, right? Because at the end of the day, like we discussed earlier, you know what I mean? Like, the things, there's two different types of players. The players, the have not players, and the have players. The players who have it all, and the players who have not. The ones who started from the bottom, the ones who got coddled along the way. You know what I'm saying? Like, those are the difference between those two. So, like, in order to grow into the man that you're supposed to be within this realm of professional sports, because eyeballs are on you. You know what I'm saying? Eyeballs are on you. You're going to be scrutinized. It doesn't even matter what team you play for, but more so with the Cowboys. You know what I'm saying? Like, eyes are on you. You're expected to walk a fine line. And that's any sport: basketball, baseball, hockey, soccer, whatever, tennis, all of it, even golf. You're in the spotlight. So you have to carry yourself with a certain je ne sais quoi in order to in order to look good for public perception, to your public perception. You know what I'm saying? Um, I think, oh boy, no, 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 no weapons being handed out here. I ain't got my ass whooped in like 40 years. Um, yeah, 30. Goddamn, I'm old. 'Cause he just, it's a simple mistake. It's a stupid, dumb thing to do. You know what I'm saying? It's not. It doesn't define him as a man. Oh, he's such a bad person. Yes, ma'am. No crying. I'll button up. You know what I'm saying? It's a simple, stupid decision. You know what I'm saying? Everybody makes some shit. I still make them. You see my eyes. Well, good night, Andrew. You have a good night, darling. Um, you gotta learn from it, and accountability must be had. You gotta have accountability, especially being so you're in the spotlight. You play for America's team. You're in the spotlight. Doesn't matter if you're Sam Williams or Andrew Booth. Andrew Booth, you go out there and do something stupid, they're gonna scrutinize you too. If they do in turn sit Turpin week one, it won't be Deuce when you see like they're returning kicks. You're either gonna see Moreno Crapper, Wanye Thomas, or Trayshawn Holden. As bad as I want to see Deuce, Jaden Blue, yeah, Jadon, yeah, he could very well bring back kicks. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you, Brandy. As much as I love the kid, I don't think he makes this team. I don't think he makes this team because the backs that you have give you equal, if not more, than what Deuce can, even in his tiny stature. You know what I'm saying? So I think that'll be the only reason why he doesn't make this team or is a practice squad candidate. So, I mean, it's all in all, it's up to the player. If you want it that bad, you're going to go out there and you're going to bust your ass to do it. If you want it that bad, you're going to go out there and work. You know what I'm saying? You're going to show that nobody wants it more than me. I want it more than the next man. I say that too. I say that too. Look, I'm fine with that too. Look, if it means that we are going into the season at semi-full strength because we still don't have Trayvon, we may not have Savon, we definitely won't have DeMarvion Overshown. So I say semi full strength. And Turpin's on the field. Okay, fine, cool. Run back and kick. Fuck them up. Fuck them vision. But I mean, again, accountability. Oh yeah, that's true. But it's not like a punishment. It's more like, look, what you did was stupid. We got to hold you accountable. I don't think the NFL is going to hand down anything because you know how the NFL do. Oh well, hard to practice, yeah. Well, like a code of conduct. You know what I'm saying? Personal conduct outside of the building and all that. Like even sometimes it's even contractual. Some of that stuff could even be in your contract. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, well, if you do this stupid shit, then yeah, we can reserve to hold, you know what I mean, your signing bonus or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, either way, he's going to lose out on something, whether it be a game check or a sign-on bonus or whatever. Because if the NFL don't hand down anything, maybe the team will. I mean, I agree. If that's the place where if that's the from what I've heard earlier, other people live there and that's the norm in Allen, Texas. I've never been to Texas. Trying to go to Texas. I'll be doing that this season. Don't you worry about that. I'm making my face known. Definitely going to that nut ass Giants game over here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. You know what I mean? I live in Jersey, so I'm definitely going to go to that nut ass game. I have to go to the Washington game. I have to, especially after that shit they talked last season. Oh, I have to. And I live right across the bridge from the Pigeon Coop, so I'll be there. Deuce may not make the team. I'm from Chester, Pennsylvania, which is literally like across the bridge down south near. Right. It's like 15, 20 minutes away from Philadelphia, from the stadiums. So yeah, I was born out in this godforsaken land. My brother's an Eagles fan. People I work with are Eagles fans. People I worked with in previous jobs were Eagles fans. Oh, I get it every day. My neighbors are Eagles fans. It's wonderful. It's a good time. But yeah, Deuce Vaughn may not make the team because of the fact that we have five different backs. I mean, other than him. That's the only thing. But I mean, like I said, man, if he wants it, if he really wants, he won't bust his ass to do it. So, I mean, I'm not ruling him out, but yeah, I'm surrounded. I'm surrounded by pigeon shit. It's horrible. It's horrible. It's disgusting. Like, yeah, we're the champs. Yeah, in 30 years, you only got two. Like, come on. Like, but hey, who am I? I'm just a Cowboys fan. I'm just here to wait and see. I'm just here to wait and see. Surrounded by pigeon shit. It's fucking horrible. Fucking horrible. Fucking horrible. But yeah, I'm feeling optimistic. I'm not going to put too much. I'm not going to add on to the pressure that Cowboys are most of our Cowboys fans put on this team. 57. Tell me about it. I'm 43, which means in 43 years they finally got two. That's bad. That's bad. In 43 years, I saw three. I know we have five, but I got to see three. I'd like to see 4, 5, maybe even 6. I'd love to see that. Well, we shall see. Well, with that being said, guys, I appreciate everybody. I appreciate all of you guys. Donations, all that is not necessary. You don't really have to. You know what I mean? So you pay less liking, subscribing, and sharing. You know what I'm saying? Like, that is more than enough for me. I mean, I just enjoy doing this with y'all. I like having conversation. You know what I'm saying? Even though it's through a screen and a keyboard, but hey, it's still conversation. And it's conversation with my people. You know what I'm saying? Y'all make this fun. You know, being on other content creators' joints, man, y'all make this shit fun. I love it. And that's what I think is going to happen. He's going to keep everything in house. I appreciate you, Dak Holmes. I try my best, man. I'm just trying to stay on my toes, man. I want to give y'all the best content I can give with the best takes I can give. I definitely will. Should I probably see y'all? What's today? Tuesday? I'll probably see y'all Thursday. I'll probably be back on Thursday, probably around the same time, 10 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? I figure this is a pretty good window. I mean, other guys are doing their lives between 12 in the afternoon to probably 9 at night. Figure, why not? Let me hop on. You know what I mean? Let me hop on 10 o'clock, get on with my people, chop it up. You know what I mean? This will make the team watch. I'm hoping for it. Shotty said he wants to. Stephen Jones and Shotty both said they want to put the best roster together. The only way we could put the best roster together, the only way, is by this team fighting to be the best roster. You have to fight to get on this roster. We have 90 dudes. Got to break it down to 53. Those 53 men have to be the best 53 men they've ever been to get on this team. And that's where I'm going to leave it. But I appreciate y'all. Brandy, definitely. You need to get some sleep, darling. Sadiqa, always a great time seeing you. Dak Owens, my guy. Rel, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate all y'all. I really do. Thank y'all for coming in, man. I will see y'all on Thursday. All right? Basement Boys, Hoodie KUSH, out.